Okay, I am here to show you how to set up your pendulum here. The file that you'll be downloading is located in the module area. It's called um, Pendulum Start. The mesh here is green because it's missing a material, so we're just gonna fix this by opening up the Hypershade editor. I'm just gonna create a blend material. I'm just going to open this up in like a 2-panel view. Okay, so all I'm going to do is just re-texturize this. Um, it might be easier just to do this in orthographic view. So you can select through the object. I'm going to create another blend and just make it black. If you hold shift and do the less than and greater than keys on the keyboard, you can grow and shrink selections, and then the middle mouse button is what I'm using to drag the material over. I'm just going to make this all chrome here, or all black. It doesn't really matter what this looks like, just making the object. Okay, so I'm going to click this object and then click the spline and press P. So this is parented, and then I'm going to do the same thing here, parented, and then we're going to duplicate this, shift drag this up, and we should have at least 2 extensions to this. And then I'm going to connect the ring, the NURBS curve, to this shaft. I'm going to press P, and then the NURBS curve to this shaft and press P. So I should have a controller up here that rotates everything. And now I'm going to move this to the pivot of the main base here, and I am going to parent this to the mesh, and then I'm going to parent the mesh to the curve. So this should be the main root here. And just to double check, we're going to look at this in the top view in wireframe. Make sure it looks like it's aligned. Looks like it's aligned. Everything's pretty much aligned in the file, so okay, so now we begin the process of animating this. Okay, so just looking at this in the front view, what we're going to do is we're going to animate the movement of your main base in this direction, and you're going to stop abruptly. And as this moves, this pendulum here is going to swing backwards. Okay, and once it stops at the very end of this, whoops, kind of got a little bit messy there. The ball is going to swing back. And then it's just going to continue to go back and forth. So that initial force, that energy that is being applied, is causing this pendulum to swing backwards initially, and then once it stops, it's going to swing forward and then swing backwards and back and forth like a normal pendulum would have swung if it was just thrown down. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete my frames here and go to my move tool, and I'm just looking at the I'm just putting some reference lines down so I can, using this blue pencil, it's kind of helpful. So I got these 2 reference points, and I just want to change the acceleration to be linear. So this should appear more abrupt. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to select those controls, those 3 NURBS curves, and when we rotate them, we're going to get the action that we need. Before I do that though, I just want to lock the attributes, but keep rotation Z, because I don't want to be rotating in X and Y. This is going to ensure that these other rotations don't happen. It just makes it easier. So on the initial frame, I'm just going to hit S, so I can keyframe the rotation at 0. And if for whatever reason your pendulum is hanging down and you need that to be 0, neutral, you want to um, freeze your transform on your object. This one's set up, but you would freeze rotation, and freezing rotation would set it to 0 so you know where the rest state of the object is. So I'm just going to hit S to keyframe and move ahead a couple frames, and then I'm just going to hit S so just have like an initial acceleration, and then this thing is flying, and then when it stops, we want to key that as well, and then we want to move a frame past that, 0, set a key, and then overshoot and hit another key. So you should have something like this where it's not moving, it's accelerating, and it's being pulled behind, and then it stops, and then it swings. Now this neutral might not necessarily be necessary, but that's just to kind of hold that pose.
Here I'm just I redid the beginning of this, and when I animated it, all the keys were together, all the curves were together. So what I am doing is just offsetting the curves with the middle mouse button. Actually, I'm moving the keys individually so that the ball is the first thing that moves, and then the middle piece is the second thing that moves, and then the third thing that moves is the connection